それではただいまより、学内4中学校の学生の方々にスピーチを用意していただきます。もう片足からリラックスしていきましょう。未来を担う若い世代の方々にそれぞれの視点で思いを書かせていただきます。スピーチの後ですね、コメントいただく方もすでにお願いしているということですので、その形で進めさせていただきます。それではまずですね、同志社中学校3年生、沢島講師をよろしくお願いします。
Hello, my name is from Doshita Junior High School, and today I would like to talk about my dream. My dream is to work with people from different countries and regions of the world. I hold this dream because I love to talk with people. Talking with people is fun, but also you might find out new things. I talk with people in my sports club, no matter if they are older or younger. Every age group likes different stuff, so we talk about various things and I learn a lot of new information. I am in a place where I can talk to people easily, no matter how old they are, and this makes me feel more fun to talk with people. I used to go to Doshita International Elementary School, so I can speak English a bit more than others. And I felt it would be kind of a waste to spend time only in Japan without using my skills. And more so, I wanted to meet many people with different views from around the world. I found it hard to quickly take in new cultures and views. However, if we don't stop and keep trying to engage and communicate with others, it can increase my understanding and grow as a person. And when I fulfill this dream, I hope Japanese people who are said to be very rigid with foreigners will be a little more accepting to people who came from other countries that have different values. In the world, there are many more people with different values than Japan, and sometimes that values are hard to accept. But they believe that all values that people have should be accepted and respected. If Japanese peoples are confronted with more various values, perhaps something new can be born. In the future, I want to become the kind of person who can respect each other's differences and move towards a single common goal. After I work with people from different countries and regions of the world, I want to be able to contribute back to Japan the things I have learned through my experience like Mr. Nijima. Using my experience, I will work to connect Japan and the rest of the world. In the world today, there are many issues and many companies are working on those issues. Japan has many companies with highly capable technology, but sometimes due to language barriers and distance issues, companies are not able to work with others who are working on the same issues. And I thought if those companies can work together and cooperate, many issues could be easily solved. So in the future, I would like to be something like a bridge between companies that tries on the same issues. Thank you for listening.
あれですね、新島からのアメリカついおとついにまた入場者が入るということで、大変お願いします。一言お願いします。
So thanks for sharing your dreams. I think it's absolutely true that people can learn from the cultural differences or language barrier. Actually, I'm born and raised in Japan, so I actually suffered from the cultural difference and language barrier, but I turned that into my experiences. I think it's worth it. And the innovation sometimes comes from the strong suffering or needs from ourselves. So if you by embracing the cultural difference or problems or something, you can change the world and make it better. So I think please enjoy the difference and you can be a person who can connect the whole world. Thank you.
いいですよ、無理にコメントしなくても。
それでは次に参ります。次はですね、同志社公立中学校2年生、北田寛さんですね。よろしくお願いします。
Hello everyone. My name is Kitada. I'm a student at 同志社 College Junior High School. I am very glad to have this opportunity to give a speech today. Something I'm passionate about is learning English and exploring foreign cultures. However, this tour is my very first time leaving Japan and stepping onto foreign land. My English skills are still developing, and I have so much more to learn about this vast world. But recently, I had an unforgettable experience that made me really feel connected to the world. During a free talk session in my online English class, I had the chance to introduce my favorite manga to the teacher. It was something new for her, but she found it interesting and even said, "I'll read it right away." It was such a small moment, but for the first time, I felt like I had connected with someone across the sea and influenced them. That feeling of connection with the wider world moved me deeply. And that moment, my curiosity toward foreign countries and my desire to learn English was aroused. Therefore, I want to learn more about these things and live with a global perspective. I want to connect with people around the world and expand the reach of my influence. Moreover, I hope to turn my passion for English and foreign cultures into a career. For example, I'm interested in working as a translator or at a company overseas. I believe that by enjoying my work and finding it meaningful, I will be able to bring true happiness to others. When I find happiness myself, I can create more joy and smiles for the people around me. It may seem like a small thing, but if I can do that and inspire others to do the same, I believe the world can become just a little bit warmer. Creating happiness for others through what we love is something only we humans can do. It is not something AI can ever truly achieve. That's why, as a human, I want to use my passion to contribute to the happiness of others and society. To do that, I believe the first step is to pursue what I love, learning foreign languages and getting to know the world. At the same time, because my goal is to bring happiness to others, it's also important to love those who live around me and always act with sincerity. These values, which also align with Doshisha's educational philosophy, are what I want to cultivate in my school life. I swear I will grow into a person who contributes to the happiness of people around the world through what I love. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for your very instructive speech. ここから日本語でお話しさせていただきますね。私も同志社 講義卒業生でした。不動者講義の学生は非常に昔と違って優秀になられて感動しました。そうですね、今お話にお話されたようにですね、北田さん、英語の、スキルを磨いてですね、それを使って、世界の文化を学んで、感性を磨いて、そして、世界の人々をですね、豊かにしたいというですね、その気持ちがものすごく伝わってきてですね、私の心を動かされました。で、やはりですね、言葉を使ってですね、世界中の人々とですね、直接ダイレクトにつながっていくというのは、本当にね、貴重なことだと思うんですけれど、やはりですね、その言葉を使って、自分の考えを伝えて、で、行動することによってですね、初めてその言語の力というのがですね、生かされてくるんだなというね、気づきも得ることができました。で、少しですね、人工知能についても触れてたと思うんですけれど、私もですね、インターネットですとか、AI に関わる仕事をしていますけれど、やはりですね、好奇心を持ってですね、何かを学びたい。そして、誰かを幸せにしたいというですね、そういう内からの、心というのはですね、人の心からしか生まれないんじゃないだろうかなと、いうふうに思いますし、またそれがですね、新島先生とおっしゃるですね、両親にも、つながっていくかなというふうに思います。そのですね、今のですね、北田さんがですね、好奇心を持って、学んでいきたい。考えて、行動していきたいというですね、その気持ちは本当にですね、貴重なものだと思いますので、これからも育んでいってもらえたらというふうに思います。今日はありがとうございました。
では続きまして、同志社女子中学校3年生、奥田美馬さん、お願いします。
Hi everyone, my name is Emma Okuda from Doshishan Arts Junior High School. I'm really glad to have such a wonderful time with all of you. On New Year's Day, I was in the hospital because I had a severe and continuous stomachache. After a long consultation, it turned out to be appendicitis. The doctor said I should be hospitalized, and I ended up having surgery. It was my first time staying in a hospital. I felt anxious about my condition and my future, and I couldn't sleep at all. Furthermore, the pain after the surgery was so severe that it was difficult to walk. At that time, the support of the nurses really encouraged me, and my hospital stay became more enjoyable day by day. One nurse cheered me on in my studies. She even came to my bed at midnight, and I felt relieved. When I walked slowly for rehabilitation, one of the nurses said, "You are working so hard." A few days later, she remembered me and encouraged me again. Even though she was so busy caring for many patients, they didn't just work superficially, they worked with real dedication. One day, I saw a foreign patient talking with the doctor. also thought that it's important to communicate with the heart. I want to be a nurse who can empathize with patients through communication. People who are sick feel not only physical pain, but also emotional pain, such as anxiety, loneliness, and difficulties in communication. I want to understand their feelings and listen carefully to their voices. As you may know, John Nijima established Doshisha Hospital and Kyoto Nursing School in 1886. His wife Yae also devoted herself to nursing and worked hard to improve the status of nurses. John Nijima aimed to train people who could care not only for the body, but also for the mind, and help patients live truly healthy lives. It is more blessed to give than to receive. Mr. Saiki, who took over after Nijima, adopted this Bible verse as the school's guiding principle. I also want to take Nijima's spirit and the words of Bible to heart. As the salt of the earth and the light of the world, I want to become someone who can help others. Even if my dreams change, my aspirations remain the same. Thank you.
それでは同志社国際学院 EIN の教員の青田翔先生です。
エマさん、ありがとうございます。素晴らしかったです。エマさんの、盲腸の手術とリハビリ大変でしたね。そこから看護師になりたいという夢、そしてその向こうにある人を助けたいという志をこの場にいる新島ファンの、人たちに向けてうまくお話ししてくださったと思います。ありがとうございます。しかも聖書の言葉にも支えられていて素晴らしかったです。And thank you for your speech, Emma. I really love the part where you talked about your own personal experience in hospital. Actually, because I had the same experience. I was in surgery, so I can relate to you and I can say how you found your own self or your own spirit while you're suffering from much pain. So, and now I'm happy you are healthy and I hope your dream will come true, and I'm sure you will be a good communicator and a good giver rather than receiver. Thank you.
それでは、同志社国際中学校2年生、田尻美沙さんですね。
Hello everyone, I am Misaki Tajiri, a student at Doshisha International Junior High School. Today, I'd like to share with you a summer experience that changed my life. The story I'm about to share took place during a brass band club training camp last summer. The club holds a 5-day training camp every summer in the mountains of Hyogo. First of all, my school has a lively spirit and works atmosphere with students that have different backgrounds. About half of us have experience living in foreign countries. However, there are also students like me who have only lived in Japan. I chose this school because I dreamt of an amazing schoolwork in such an international environment. But I had almost no opportunity to speak English until I got in school. So I was starting from zero. Typically, students are assigned to room together with those in the same grade. I didn't really know much about the first year members. However, after practice on the first day, upon entering our room, only in English. They were all Vietnamese except for me. Speaking English was normal for them. Having studied a bit English in the first semester, I thought I could manage to communicate. However, I soon realized I had overconfidence in my abilities. Communicating in English was harder than I anticipated. I tried using the word pardon, the logic one, but no matter how many times I tried to catch their conversation, I couldn't understand at all. Even with the help of a translation app on my smartphone, I felt frustrated and exclaimed, "I'm sorry, I don't know English. Please speak Japanese." That left me feeling inferior and stressed. My peers nicknamed me AI Girl, and I wondered, why do they always speak to me in English, knowing I couldn't understand? I was jealous and upset, but then I realized that English was their main language, just as Japanese was mine. I was simply in the minority among them. It felt unfair that I was the only one struggling with the situation. After returning from the training camp, I reflected on how I could avoid feeling this way in the future. I concluded that I needed to work on 3 things. First, I need to focus on improving my English skills. There's no excuse nor any substitute for hard work. Second, I needed to learn to respect and understand my peers. In doing so, I can learn more about myself and how to use my strengths in improving my skills. Finally, I need to realize that life is a journey and a step-by-step process of progress, growth, and change. It's not about destination, but learning and growth along the way that truly matters. Thanks to this experience, I'm now motivated to enhance my English skills, understand the deeper meaning of respecting and understanding others. My experiences in Doshisha have been guiding me to this moment of speaking here today. In 50 years, Doshisha will celebrate its 200th anniversary. I aspire to be fluent in English and make a positive difference in the world, guided by a philosophy of respecting and understanding. I am inspired by Mr. Joe Nijima's words. Go, 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 in peace, be strong, mysterious hand guides you. With these words in my mind, I will continue to work hard and move forward. I'm grateful for the opportunity to speak to you today. Thank you for listening.
それではリランドさんと株式会社の岡島みどりさんが一言お願いします。
ありがとうございました。中学2年生ということで、もう素晴らしい英語に私も感激いたしました。ちょっと拙い英語でちょっとお答えしたいと思います。Thank you. Misaki's speech was really wonderful. With English, that is hard to believe from a junior high school second grade student. Today in Japan, and maybe in the world, there is a trend to reject people who think differently. But one important thing I learned at Doshisha from junior high school to university is to try to understand each other. Misaki's speech reminds us of this important message. She has a bright future, and I hope she will play an active role across many countries and people starting from today onwards. 私も40年前、アーモスト大学で40日間をサマープログラムで過ごしました。それが今、この年になりまして、人生の核になっていると思います。美咲さんもこれから頑張っていただけたらと思います。今日はありがとうございました。